Just got word from my boy Mark Mixon. Um, Supposedly Larry Alger is dead. The man was quite old. And anyways, let's take this. Look, there's been a lot of people I had to leave behind, a lot of people that died on the way. But Larry is special, and honestly, I'm making this stream to remember his work. We could cry about it. It might happen. I don't know what's going to happen in this episode, but let me not get him. Let me try to just stick with the fucking program here, right? Yeah? Anyways, let's get to it. So, Larry Alger is actually an activist from Seattle. And to the end, as far as I know, he was always very loyal to the Tulsi community. He'd always try to calm me down by saying aloha. If you know Larry, you know that's how he is. So that's definitely one of the first communities I'm going to be sending this video to. And if you watch my stream and you're part of the Tulsi community, then, you know, he's also a veteran, Larry. So respect there. Now, let me share you some things about what happened, who Larry is as, you know, as in terms of integrity, just so we can honor his contribution to this activist thing that we're doing. And maybe I'll talk about some of the work that he was doing before he went out. And maybe his work can be continued because I think that's what he would have wanted. Anyways, yeah, so let's share the screen right now. This is Larry right here. Larry Alger, this is my guy right here. Yeah. And he was part of something called JusticeNewsNetwork.com. I put it on some videos in my early work, but that's actually affiliated with another owner, so I didn't want to step on that owner's toes. Larry was like the publisher because he went out with the dude's sister or something, but the Justice News Network, that was one of the he's from Seattle, so he was far away, but as in terms of all the crew that I worked with from the Tulsa camp, he was close to James Roguski, who's also on the West Coast in LA. So really, Larry Alger was more of a West Coast guy. I was only able to do so much work with him because of the fact that he was all the way on the West Coast for a long time. He was involved with some type of COVID activism. I've been trying to hook him up with the people on the East Coast to do some type of coordinated action, but a lot of people are running their own shit. I'm not sure what happened with that, but Larry has always been super supportive. In fact, Larry sacrificed himself for me in something called, right, because he knew me from the Tulsi movement. I was also a very strong person in the Tulsi movement. I'd say I still have some strength there too, and if I have any strength there, I will ask you guys to, you know, I've been getting those emails from Tulsi, and I'll tell you that honestly, today, I shut the locals, even the free account, I deleted it today. Because I keep getting these emails about, like, you know, Joe Rogan or surfing, and you know, the book that's supposed to come out is called Is Today the Day? Is today the day that my efforts might get recognized? But, you know, I've given up on that. But I pray that if there's someone who is loyal to the Tulsi cause, if there's someone who could be recognized, could be Larry Alger. Ask him rounds. He's too close to Roguski. He's too close to me. Even in death, even though the dude, do I have any video recordings of him? The dude always called me up and said, aloha. Calm down. Now he's dead. Anyways, it happens. That's life's great certainty, isn't it? Death. But what did he live for? We all have to die, right? But what did you live for? Well, Larry's an activist. So one of the things that Larry stood for, to honor his sacrifice and commitment. Actually, do you know the FBI visited his house? You know why? Because he uncovered election integrity issues in the where is that? In California. He went down to vote, right? And look at this. Yeah? There is he testified? Public hearing, Senate Health and Long-Term Care Committee. Okay, so he's there also doing stuff, but for real, he's known for calling out, right? He saw weird things going on with the ballot box. In I believe he was from Seattle, but he went down to California. I think he was covered on Jimmy Dore and Combo Couch, and like I said in the last stream, they used to cover him, but ever since he went off the reservation, it's been radio silence on Larry, even though they covered him on the show before. Ali Alexander, you saw in the last thing, you know, she was on Dore's show, but once you cross that line, you're done. Supposedly Larry's a friend of Combo Couch. They don't got to talk about. I hope that they could do something. Yo, Larry's sacrifice. He was not just a regular activist. He didn't just show up sometimes. He was Justice News Network. He was working on his own things, on his own programs. You could see right here. And he was a very kindly man. At the end, he found a wife pretty recently. I remember him saying that he was happy and he didn't think that he would find love so late in life. I was happy for him. I've given up on that for myself, but Larry was a positive dude. The dude had some scars all over his body too. I would talk about the scars all over my body. He would show me his. I still have those videos up. Let's go take a look at one of those. There. Besides Justice News Network, he also did a lot of advocacy for people in, you know, who had come out of prison. And that Justice News Network, if you look it up, is actually I wonder who's taking over now, but actually the guy who's running it was actually an ex-con who was, you know, trying to show people how to get back into life and stuff like that. So let's honor a time where, I could show you the normal interview, but let's honor a time where Larry actually sacrificed himself for what he believed was right. This is Larry right here. This is something else. This is not when he sacrificed. This is.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy L7. Today I got a very special guest. I'm really excited to have this guy on. We have a little backstory. I met this guy, you know, during the Tulsi campaign, I was reaching out to all the far corners of the nation, trying to find other Tulsi supporters. You know, this guy definitely stood out. So I'll let him introduce himself, though. Yeah, go ahead.
Ed, much love from Seattle, bro.
Thank you.
My name's Larry Alger, and I fell into the rabbit hole in 2011 when I was reporting on Occupy LA. And the rabbit hole has only gotten deeper, wider, and it's got a lot more rabbits since then. We've all got to stand up to the forces that are oppressing us. They're the ones that have offshored our jobs. They're the ones that are buying our governance. You know, even the squad is suspect these days. You know, I mean, it's crazy. And that's why I've really gotten into the movement for a People's Party. I met Nick back in 16, you know, on the Bernie campaign when he was out in California.
Cool.
And that's where I'm from. I'm from LA. I'm from the East Side, bro.
Awesome.
You know.
Nice.
You know,
the cool side.
Third generation Los Angeles from the East Side.
All right.
I know which way is down. I got jumped
East
in.
LA, the hood.
Yo, I have a quick question for you. Okay, so the thing is, right, like, that's one of the things that I really liked about this guy. Remember I said that this guy was of particular interest. That's because of his work as in terms of, like, election integrity and stuff like that I saw on his channel, right? I was looking for other activists, people who know how to get it done. And actually, I saw some of the stuff you've done for MPP, and it looks really great. I'm so proud of you, yeah? I'm trying to find, like, you know, Tulsi. I want the Tulsi supporters to somehow influence the future. That was part of the reason why I also got involved with MPP. So, yeah, so one of the things that, like, look, you look at, like, the Yang Gang, right? And they've actually had all these down-ballot candidates that they've been supporting, stuff like that. Now, ever since the things began with the Tulsi group, I've been trying to, like, put together other activists to try to, like, you know, maybe she runs in 2024. Like, there should be, like, you know, the Bernie group, they had such a strong ground game left over from, you know, from 22, right?
You got it, man.
16. So now Tulsi could have supporters on the ground, but you know, we weren't really talking to each other. We weren't really developing. But luckily, right, lately I found other YouTubers in the Tulsi sphere, right, a whole bunch of them, yeah, not just from progressive land, but also from like, you know, libertarians. So it's a great time for us to really be a
Yeah, I actually added him something called Power Anthem Network. Now, that was Franco, Reed Coverdale, Dak Rillo, blah blah blah, right? Yeah. Now, and you still when I went to Force to Vote, I put Larry's picture on the Force to Vote banner. He was part of that crew. He was an older guy. He never really got accepted in as much as I would have liked. He was also a little bit more technically like dealing with trying to figure out the technical aspects of stuff. Also, he had another show going on with a bunch of people who had come out of prison, and that was on Friday night. So we used to get up on Israel's channel, aka Big Talk Little Talk, another previous Tulsi supporter. And you know, the thing is that, right, not so much about Tulsi herself, but you know, like he's a veteran, and he's also against foreign wars. Look, foreign wars messed up my life bad. Okay, I'm here. You know, it's just yeah. Look, I grew up with a lot of violence and messed up stuff, you know. Yeah. Oh well. Look, I seen a lot of death too, man. Either way, but Larry, he's an amazing individual. Yeah. Now, as in terms of once again, a lot of people mistake, right? I did like Tulsi back then, but honestly, Tulsi is Will she even talk about Larry? I'm gonna send her email. I'm gonna send the groups. I know some people that are close, so we're gonna
a
see.
coalition. And also, I look
I'm gonna honor my man Larry. Yeah, he's a vet.
at how many Tulsi people are actually in key positions inside this MPP. It's a great thing, man, to see.
We were heavy. We had control. Now he's dead.
It's my bad, my bad. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah. I like all
just
them.
call him Jerry Lee.
Yeah.
And
Talking about Jerry Perez. Yeah, Jerry Lee Perez. Yo, Jerry. If you watch, man, he was in charge of the West Coast, bruh. Yo, I don't know why. Yo, hit me up, man. Yeah, I know I was stubborn, hard to work with, but I'm telling you right now, at the end, you know I was right. That shit was what was going on, man. You can't say you about helping the people and victimize them at the same time. That shit is. Uh, I, I know. You can't do that. It just doesn't make sense. It's just not allowed.
I actually met him in the Allison
You can't save people by stabbing them.
Hartson
Okay.
campaign
Cool.
when he was the outreach director for Allison Hartzman. And Jerry Lee is a no bullshit guy
No
and
shit. Yeah.
and dedicated as they come. And
Jerry,
like,
if you're watching, if this gets to you, if you know Tristan Martinez, he's also affiliated. I also did the interview with him. Get at Jerry. Tell him, yo. We all know Larry's a real one. He actually called out. They were trying to play funny games with the election machines in California, and he recorded it. Then the FBI started giving him a hard time. Right? They don't want their fucking little bullshit played with. And he was featured on Jimmy Dore and Comic and then they just canceled him because he got with the whistleblower like me. Whoops.
with the whited out Bernie votes.
Okay.
Just so you know, there's other whistleblowers out here besides Assange. And they're probably in the Tulsi community or other communities. Yeah, but they have a high possibility of being there. And I hope it makes sense why.
San Diego.
Right.
Was justicenewsnetwork.com. A friend of mine had the name and put it up on the server, and we started showing what was going on with the election integrity. I happened to be in the right place at the right time. Met Greg Palast, Lee Camp, you know, those people.
That sounds like a great time, man. That sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, and we're all saying the same thing.
Hell yeah.
Why even bother with candidates if we haven't got legit elections?
Yeah, for real, man.
You know,
yeah.
And shout out to John Roberts Brakey of Audit, and you know, these people are they are working like Nick in their own individual space to get legit elections and to document how the elections are stolen. And that's my main thing. No more stolen elections, because why can we even talk about candidates until we have legit elections. And now they're tearing the mailboxes up.
Yeah. Now
Son of a
together,
bitch.
now
Yo,
together, right? With
Larry
our
was the man. He told it like it is. You know that's me too. You know he's just real straightforward about it. He did great work. He was gonna. In Seattle, we still have Mark Mixon. We still have Jamin. Larry had actually, he was more successful than me as in terms of creating a powerful team around him that was able to get shit done. And, you know, James Roguski he's also working with too. I think that's going to also affect his ability to get mentioned by the Tulsi community. That's really sad. Well, I'll mention you, buddy. Yeah, maybe the elites can't talk about you. A street warrior knows another street warrior, and I'll give you my full respect, man. In fact, he sacrificed himself for me. You guys see my video? Oh, he's dead now? He was married. I remember he said he was happy before, like a year ago. He said he had the happiest he had ever been, so I'm glad if he at least found that before he went out. I hope his wife's okay. He said he had something special with his wife. He's just a special guy, man. You could see he's real positive, yeah? He was always that force that was, if anybody could have brought the peace, it was Larry. You see how right here he's talking about he knows these people, and right, because he's on the West Coast close to these people. But even he saw what was happening to me was wrong. I begged for the People's Party of New York State. I begged them to reinstate the membership of people who had been wrongfully removed. Now Larry's dead. Now it's too late. What are you waiting for, Brian? What are you waiting for, JC? Why? Why are you waiting to ask to restore? He died waiting. How many more? Waiting for Otis to die too? Anyways, look, he needs to get, this is the kind of guy Larry
let's
was.
find that
Yeah.
room.
Yeah?
Well,
He's gonna sacrifice.
Was elected. I was hanging with my boy,
He didn't
and he
have
was
to do
like,
this.
"Yo."
He was in charge of most of the Hawaii chickened out. New York, Seattle, and Illinois. And we had Hawaii too. And we said the Tulsi people were in there, and we said, you know, all the New York's Chlorine is doing is asking for vote to put us on the platform, and you know we're kind of rolling together. We want to end foreign wars and stuff. We have a veteran. We have a victim of fucking imperialism. Myself. You know what I mean? We're committed to this, and we're gonna see it through.
Soon I invited them and Yang Gang. Green Party is too, right, with Draft Jesse.
Also, Larry, Make America Think Again. Notice that that's kind of like a reference to the Yang community. There's more than me out here trying to put these worlds together, but just happen to be closest to it. But if you guys can't do it for me, if you guys can't bring the worlds together of MPP and Yang Gang together, or and Tulsi World and all those worlds together to achieve the change we need, if you can't do it for me, maybe you can do it for Larry. Larry was also working on the same thing. I'm ready to die for this too. But how are we further than before he died? Sometimes they don't miss you till you're gone. Nobody's going to talk about him. They're not going to miss him after he's gone. We'll see if anybody talks about it.
It's gonna be a great coalition, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
You know,
Thank you, man.
You ever talk to Howie?
Howie?
Howie Hawkins.
Oh God.
Howie Hawkins?
Oh,
He did
I've
get
not.
interviewed Howie
No.
Hawkins.
No. Yeah, I interviewed him
He did, yeah. He did.
in October of 19
That ain't
that's
bad.
cool. All right.
in LA, and
See,
you
Rich
know, I was
looking
there
fun.
with
It was
Birdie Hand.
Howie
I
Hawkins
think
was
everybody's
fun.
showing up. You can't stop anybody from showing up. Everybody's showing up.
Yeah, his campaign
know,
just
and
started
Howie's-
blocking us.
Howie's a fairly good guy, is my instincts.
All right.
I don't know him deep, but you know,
Larry's the
I shot
peacemaker.
some stuff with him. I did an interview, and then I was
I got no real personal problem with him.
on somebody else's interview.
You know, actually, it might sound weird. you hear me talking about the yellow brick road. I wish that I had gotten Larry to meet yellow brick roads people, yeah? But some people are better working in a team, right? Yeah, having a peacemaker like Larry. That's good for someone like me, straight up. Yeah? Someone with integrity and backbone to stand for what's right, but still ready to make the peace. I want peace too. But the ones at the top, they're not going to give us peace. Now we're dying.
Yeah.
And I think he's a fair guy.
Me too. Yeah. I
But
just the only
my
thing.
problem with Howie
Yeah.
is he just doesn't have the charisma.
That's kind of like it's not
And
personal.
you know what?
Kinda
It's not
boring.
personal.
Jesse's
Yeah,
got
but
charisma.
that's why I said
Bernie's
the
got
same thing.
charisma.
Yeah.
Boring.
The OC's
Yeah.
got charisma.
I
And
have
you know,
to.
and if you're going to sit in that, if you're going to take that lead role
Thought I had
position
charisma, whatever.
and be the face and the voice of X, Y, or Z,
Yeah.
if you don't have the charisma, if you don't have the jolt, right?
Jesse has a shot at this. He could go right now. He could go.
Jesse Ventura.
Why not? 45 days, bro. Why not? You know what I mean? Yo, Trump, Donald Trump.
Wait a second. Okay, I know the reverb's kind of fucked up, but the thing is here, check this out, yeah? The thing is that MPP says they support third-party candidates, right? I've been in the Green Party for 25 years. The thing is that Draft Jesse, we had Rich Idris here. He was actually one of the leaders in the Draft Jesse movement, right? And the thing is that that's why, he's every time he says Howie Hawkins, he's freaking out because he wants Jesse in there. It says Draft Jesse right there, right? I'm gonna hit up my man Owen Wilson. He's getting old too, man. He from Connecticut, yeah? Yo, get at your old people, yeah? Especially the activists. We're a fucking endangered species out here. Anyways. Yeah, so the Green Party got Howie Hawkins on. Look, I'm still talking to Green Party people too, yeah? I mean, after I blew it up to them for fucking, for Fiorella trying to invade the space, I don't know how much they're going to talk to me anymore. The money and the clout. If they don't use the money, they use the clout or the access to these celebrities. It's a tough thing to fight.
Reality TV station, one, and you're scared to run? Are you kidding me? What's wrong with you? I don't get it, you know what I mean? Oh my God.
I never
right?
had any problem with Howie as a person.
Kanye West is winning, hands down. All these people that want to burn the government down, that are just think it's funny, because honestly, the night before Trump was elected, I was hanging with my boy, and we was like, yo, that would be some funny ass shit if Trump gets elected.
Shenanigans, it's fucking treason, dude.
Oh, damn, my bad. All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
bad.
I'm not.
That's a man who fought for our country. That's a man who fought in wars, who held a gun in his hand and was shot at, yeah? Listen, when he
Bernie lost in the primary. They weren't going to vote Hillary. They weren't going to vote Trump either, although they were.
I know
There was that. There's the devil in the back of the head of some of these folks that's like, hey, let's watch Hillary just fuck this up.
Yeah,
I think that was cathartic for some folks.
Yo, it was just, the whole thing was a mess, man. The whole thing with the white noise boxes and.
Oh my
straight
God!
up, it's an affront to democracy.
Oh, the seat fillers.
Oh, and
Yeah.
The reservers.
Philly?
Yeah.
You know what? I got booted off of Facebook for 3 months for my reporting.
Yo, you know about that? FBI visit him too, yo, for real.
Oh yeah.
See
There
that?
was the
Yeah,
FBI.
Yeah, that and another thing. He did some shit. Convo Couch. They had a relation where they found some voter shenanigans or something, right?
I don't ever use that word in my presence while voting.
Look, he got me, right? I'm like, what was he talking about?
Shenanigans, it's fucking treason, dude.
Oh damn!
Oh
my bad. All right.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I love that guy.
I'm not on your case.
The real one.
But,
I get it, man. It is an affront to justice, man. It's disgusting, man. We gotta fix that. Yo, I'm starting a not-for-profit, bro. I'm gonna be funding stuff to take care of that type of stuff, because honestly, people aren't paying attention. I'm paying attention. I'm a fucking bulldog. I ain't letting none of that shit go. All that shit that got in the way, election integrity, that media shit. I'm gonna start lobbying to say, you know what? You got it. I don't care what fucking party you in. You gotta give each fucking person equal speaking time. Fuck you. That's the law. I don't care if you're a fucking DNC corporation. Suck my dick.
We're trying to pass local laws to overturn the DNC's control. So yeah, all kinds of shit. Yo, we was really on it, man.
For you. Okay, Ed.
Yeah. Hey, good to see you, Larry. Thank you so much for coming by, man.
All
I
right,
appreciate it, man. God bless, brother. Thank you.
you. Rich, pleasure to meet you, man.
Yeah,
That's
Before he
sad,
left,
man.
I asked him to
they
help me with
were.
something.
I know some
There
drunk
was
people.
that.
I
There's
work
that
with
little the devil in the back of the
Devil.
head of some of these folks that's
Yeah.
like, hey, let's watch Hillary just fuck this up.
Yeah, they're funny,
I
though,
think
yeah.
that was cathartic for some folks.
Yo, it was just the
It
whole
was
thing
for
was a
me.
mess, man. The whole thing with the white
I
noise
can't think of the big fan
boxes and
enough.
Oh
just
my
straight
God.
up, it's like it's an affront to democracy.
Oh, the
It's
seat
disgusting.
fillers.
Oh, and yeah, and
Yeah.
then the
Oh,
reservers.
Philly?
Yeah.
That, you know what? I got booted off of Facebook for 3.
Paying attention. I'm a fucking bulldog. I ain't letting none of that shit go. All that. All right.
Okay.
Okay,
bad,
you know,
it's bad.
I'm not on your case, but you know,
I get it, man. It is an
word.
affront to justice, man. It's disgusting, man.
You know, that's once again, a lot of people give me a hard time about being a Tulsi head. I'm not really. Tulsi's not having our back on the streets here. That's just a fact. But the fact of the matter is that her community is filled with people who see the problems in the system. Like this guy Larry. Larry's a great example. If there's someone who's a fucking shining example for the Tulsi community, James Raguski, whatever, put that on the side, right? This is a different man right here. A different fucking, totally fucking different guy. Yeah? A veteran. I would fucking love to see Tulsi mention Larry Alger. He fucking was aloha till he fucking died. He's a peacemaker. Look at him. You know I'm not safe for whatever reason. You know I'm not really having the marketing to be worth anything. Larry Alger's a real one. 100%.
We gotta fix that. Yo, I'm starting a not-for-profit, bro. I'm gonna be funding stuff to take care of that type of stuff.
Cigar. We can go in the back room
Yeah,
and smoke cigars.
smoke-filled rooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoke filled room, and we pick the candidates.
Well, I'll go to that room. Let's go to that room, boys.
Break in with party
Let's
crashers.
find that
Yeah.
room.
Well armed.
Crashing the
and
party.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Crashing the party. Yo, I'm good at crashing the party. You guys know
Party
me.
crasher.
I'm good at
Mhm.
crashing the
Yeah.
party.
We crashing the party. We got a DJ, everything. We got nothing. We got the whole fucking setup. Fuck y'all.
Meet you, man.
Yeah, good to meet you.
And, you know, if I get down in the Bay Area, let's hook up and do face to
Is
face.
this when I asked?
Yeah, definitely.
And
Gotta
I'm not
start
planning on
reaching
New
out
York,
here.
but if I ever get to New York, dude, I'm coming
Never
for
made
you.
He never made it to New York. I never got to meet Larry in real life. He was really a fucking incredible guy. He's in my fucking force the vote, fucking force the fakes video. Leave no one behind.
Okay, Ed.
Yeah. Hey, good to see you, Larry. Thank you so much for coming by, man.
All
I
right,
appreciate it, man. God bless, brother. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Yo, so what do you think, Richard, about like controlling the like?
Yeah, I don't think I asked him right before he left. I probably asked him when?
Took over from Jerry. Said, okay,
Yeah, we're talking about Jerry Perez, so probably around there. Jerry Perez was the West Coast coordinator. I was supposed to be the East Coast coordinator.
Everybody invited,
Their
bro.
lawyers, Branson,
You know
I
what I
told
mean?
him.
They're
I
all
got a couple
coming.
of
building bridges of coalition,
Yeah.
not walls of division.
Hell yeah,
Coalition,
that's
not
why I love my
division.
man Larry. You know what I
And
mean?
it's
We
all about-
find a way to work
All
together.
about
Why not?
the law.
Why
We were
not?
working on that together, I swear to you, yeah? We got other people we're working with too. UPA. Listen to me, goddammit.
You know what I
Mark is good. Mark Mixon. He has my full supports. He's a real one. I watched him for years. The dude hasn't made a fucking fake step yet, yeah? Not saying he's perfect, but yo, the dude's like, real is real. Keith Frank, that's a real one. Yeah? Larry Alger, that's a real one.
mean? We're gonna
We
work.
lost a real one today, or whenever the fuck you went. I just found out today.
together.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Yo, this dude, I told you, this dude was all about aloha. The dude lived that shit.
Hell yeah.
That was, yo, if there's anybody, the Tulsi community, I don't know anybody. Not the fucking, I could name some names. Look, I knew a lot of people hype in the organization. Tulsi, locally and nationally. Nobody said aloha all the time, and after the campaign was over, like this guy. Well, Mark Safman also, right? He was there on the day of the campaign, and he wore a lei to Albany. So it's Mark and Larry, and those are out of, I go deep in this Tulsi game. They was a loyalist. They deserve. They. I feel like they deserve it. I feel like they deserve recognition. I'm gonna recognize them, so I'm gonna do it. Fuck it.
Spirit of aloha.
Why not? Yeah.
And I'll tell you, that's where I really caught that wave
I
was.
want to love aloha. Too bad aloha's super white. Yeah, aloha is not very Asian. Fucking look at aloha. It's not. There's no. Where's the Asian American men at? Very, very, very few far in between. I think Tulsi faced a lot of discrimination as a white person in Hawaii, and I think that that. So I can't be mad at her. She faced. It was different for her, right? For her, the outcasts are the white people. It's weird, yeah. So maybe that's why. I've seen pictures of her in the army. There's plenty of Asian people, Americans in the army, so there doesn't seem to be. I don't know, but this community, the Tulsi community that does watch my programming, there's a lot of people from different communities that watch my shit. Very few from each community, but it's a wide mix.
When I got
Friends about Larry.
involved with Jim
He's one of the
Rogowski,
Tulsi gang's finest. He's one of the Tulsi crew's finest. He's the election integrity. Yo, you heard it right there. He's a real activist.
in the Tulsi game.
Hell yeah. Exactly.
What do you think, Rich?
Someone like Larry can't be elected to office. Well, you know what I mean? Well, maybe he too out there, and me, nah. Maybe in California, but definitely not in New York. You need establishment back. You can't be a fucking. Oh, look at all the tourists. Che Guevara, fucking Lenin, fucking. There's no Asian. Mao? Yo, he's from China, man. Yo, is he a great. These white boys coming with that China shit. I don't. Say Cultural Revolution is a myth. How many Chinese people do you know? Go to fucking a Chinese fucking nursing home and talk to the old people there and see if the Cultural Revolution is a myth. You go and talk. You right? Yeah. What did you do? You read a book? You fucking asshole. The Cultural Revolution didn't really go down like that. You don't know any Chinese people that went through that. Yo, all the old people, all the old women in Chinese society, a lot, so many of them messed up from Cultural Revolution. It's way, I would say it's like 60-70% have fucking mental issues from directly the Cultural Revolution. Yeah, that shit had way more fucking impact than COVID. But fuck my actual knowledge. People read books or something.
I mean, that's one thing that I've been on the fence about with MPP is not endorsing a candidate just yet. Like I get the idea behind wanting to cast a wide net, right? Include every.
I had a vote, a fucking vote. I told as many people as I could in the draft. Just people fucking won. So I told people who were an MPP, vote for Jesse.
But where people are going to start fracturing off is when you nominate candidates. So, like, why not get that out of the way ahead of time and then bring people on board? Otherwise, you're going to end up with different factions infighting. Is one thing that I'm kind of afraid of.
Larry was right there with us for all these moves.
Well,
I think this gives people.
The reason why Larry kind of like dropped off at the end was because he was working on this COVID stuff with James Rogowski. I have him on my front page of my shit. Yeah? You'll see right here. Yo, Lisa's also busy. Complete Guide to Health and Justice News, right on the very front page of my shit. They still my homies, 100%, 666. Sure, why not? I'm the fucking devil. It's fucking me up. Oh my god. He was, look at this. This is amazing. He's an old guy. He was determined. He's using PowerPoint just like me. That's his style. I'll recognize what I know his fonts. Yeah, this is Larry's work 100%. Yeah. If you know Larry's stuff, you recognize his style. This thing right here also, that's Larry. That artwork right there. Some people, if you want to honor this man's life, his work, because that's what he did on his way out. I don't think he was paid for this. And this is the stuff that y'all say that you believe in anyways, right? So do something. Do something. I was supposed to go to fucking Seattle. I was supposed to go to West Coast. During the, I didn't make it over there. I didn't make it to the West Coast. It's okay. It's alright. There's a lot more activists. What we worked on, Larry, we'll get it done. We'll get closer. Somehow. Anyways. The dude sacrificed himself for me.
Now, like, to do something. You know what I mean? Give them that chance and light it on fire.
I keep
Light it on fire. Everyone wants to burn it down.
Yeah, what day is that?
Oh,
I mean, the first debate.
Spiva.
Yeah.
You remember Bruce Spiva?
No.
He was the attorney who defended the DNC and
that's sad, man.
the Beck lawsuit.
Yeah.
Right? And he says, well, we can go in the back room and smoke cigars.
Smoke-filled rooms.
Yeah.
Smoke.
Right?
But
like,
the
I think we
platform
ought to
they
open up.
Look, somewhere in the program, right? I have it in another video where he asked for a vote to put me back into the thing. It's got to be in this video.
All the doors.
I remember this artwork from the clip that I took.
There's cells across states. Let's go talk to them at their house.
Yeah, that's, if you think about it, what's actually funny is, right, the thing is that, right, I'm the one who first had that idea. If you watch my video with Jerry Perez, right, I'm like, yo, we'll come to your house. You know what I mean?
They take my ideas, they take the connections that I set up for them, and they just shit all over it. And I got no credit for it. So now when I go to places and tell people things, right, yeah, they're like, Ed, you act like you know what you're doing. Yeah, I do. Here's the proof. I did it. And they all ran with it, and it was working until they fucked it up.
Broke off from
when you look at
our
like,
revolution.
actual like action, right? Yeah, there is a good amount actually, but honestly,
there's 87 people.
Yeah.
That will show up for movements, actions, and I'll tell you, I really was gratified by the let's go talk to them at their house.
Yeah, that's, if you think about it.
Larry actually built the Seattle hub, to tell you the truth, right? Yeah, as far as I know. Mark, I don't know if you're watching or anything like that, but if you could confirm that maybe in the comments or something. Mark Mixon, the current guy from the UPA. There is no. He's the elected Washington State People's Party representative, right? Derecognized by Nick. Everybody knows Nick Brown's bullshit, and Jimmy Dore still ain't talking about it.
To yourselves, I feel not sorry for anybody picking Kamala Harris. God damn it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, anybody who wants to really facilitate change, because we can't do it with the duopoly.
That's right.
The duopoly is corrupt to the core.
I'm down
all
with
the
that.
way.
And activists around elections, around actual decision making. I'm not just talking about protesting in the streets. I'm talking about like actually interfacing with legislators and seeing these things through to the end. Actually, there's another consultant I met recently who's trying to talk about electing Jumaane Williams. Is she a sellout? I don't know, yeah? But most of us who are on the front lines realize where the controlled opposition is, right? You go into the, it's before the hearing where they're about to take the vote, right? Yeah, you followed it to the end. Yeah? Not watching it on TV, you followed it to the end. They walk into the chamber saying, we're going to sign the bill this way. And then it comes out and we sign the bill that way. You're like, what? What? We spent hours on this, like, what happened? Yeah? This happens 2 or 3 times, and then you know what's up. Then you know this is bullshit. Yeah? And then you join, then you say, you know what? Like, oh, there's any other choice? Let me fucking, fuck this bullshit.
Yeah.
And you know, we got
This is not like they just started doing this shit like after Bernie fucking started running, okay? People like, the Bernie thing is powerful though. He brought a lot of people into the movement, but I've been around this for a long ass time.
to go outside.
Yeah.
And whether the Green Party gets together with whatever MPP morphs into, grows into.
Once again, okay, there's people in the New York People's Party that right now that sneer at the idea of doing anything with the Greens. So arrogant, right? Yeah. Look, I'm torching my relationships right now. So what? It's the fucking truth, yeah? People have been doing this for a long time, and that isn't worth everything now. But then you got to come with the numbers, right? You got to have, right? So you're going to try to outreach and grow your community. Who thinks like you? How well do you know the community, right? Are you bringing more people to the meetings now, right? Go ahead, do it. Do it, yeah? Show me. Show me, yeah? Your best bet is people out of knowing the whole community. I'm in the projects. I'm also in all the neighborhoods. Actually, I do prefer the projects more. I'm more towards the poor side, right? I do run in the rich areas too, but I don't like it. I actually get worked up. When they had the People's Party of New York State's party. I think I sent on the email. If you're on the mailing list, please join that dgl7.com. Get on the mailing list. You'll find out about events. They had it in Bushwick. Bushwick's definitely gentrified out. That shit is fucking whack as fuck. Yo, as a street performer, I'm the wrong. Some street performers can do okay in hipster territories, but usually not. They save them the money to look good. They don't want to. There's very little charity in their hearts. Also, in hipster neighborhoods more than anywhere else, you're gonna get the I don't mind diversity. I'm not. I don't really want to go back to Korea. It would be weird to me to live in. I'm not really that Korean type. I'm American. Yeah, I've definitely been completely Americanized. I was not a foster child. There's a lot of us. Koreans were actually children were Korea's #1 export for a long time. You know, but is that human trafficking? I don't know. You know what? It's not because y'all gonna say it's not. Yep. Whatever. Hey, but those human traffickers were treated good, right? They became they were adopted, so it's not like they went into slavery. So let's be real about that too. But the conditions under which they became foster children, and how many of these kids grew up looking different? Did that affect their personalities? Did that affect their confidence? Did it affect? Hey, at least they're alive, right? I'm sure some of them are doing great. Listen, it's just my parents are Korean. My mom's North Korean. My dad's South Korean. So I didn't live that experience. But, you know, love out to everybody. My brothers, if you're Korean and your parents is white or black or whatever and you've been adopted, you know what I mean? I know some Koreans, like when your kid probably give you a hard time, whatever, but don't worry about that shit. Yeah, we're all shit in this country. Maybe y'all make it, I don't know. Maybe y'all been more. Maybe, I think a lot of the violence from the war affected my development. Yeah. It sure was violent growing up, whatever. It's all good. Hey, at least I'm not soft, right? Fuck it. Anyways, Larry was a hard one too. Does he show the scars in his video with me? I think he had brain surgery. Maybe it's not in this one.
Gather the resources.
went to
That's also part of the reason why I had it started to gather people.
He was a motorcycle rider. He had a he actually has a YouTube. At the end, he was doing, I would have done more stuff with him, but he was doing all that COVID stuff. I'm not mad at the COVID stuff, but it just yeah. Alger. He has 2 channels. It's like a license plate. Live now. Yeah, there he is. 2 subscribers, 1 video. This is his other channel, yeah, because he also does motorcycle trailer. He sells motorcycle trailers. That's yeah. I had gone all around the country to find different people in the Tulsi community, and he was one of the ones that got back to me from all the way from Seattle. And I said, what can we do together to help this campaign? Yeah. Here's the one with Howie Hawkins, James Roguski right there. That guy's fucking awesome. Egg gets thrown at Larry. That's Larry Elder. Yeah, not Larry Alger. Someone thought Alger and Elder were the same guy. They're not. Oh, that's not Larry Elder. We gotta go to this page. And where's he? Oh, this is the Nauman show. Yeah, this was not on Larry's show. Yeah, actually, that was not on his own show. They actually have a whole crew of like ex-cons that I don't know if this guy is an ex-con, but they had their thing on Friday nights. So I was supposed. Did I ever drop by? Came close. Whatever. So. Yeah, the last things he really cared about was that COVID stuff. There was some kind of like United Nations or some type of hearing that was going on that he was getting involved with. There was a scientist who actually, the thing is, I just don't trust any of the scientists. I just don't even like really get involved. And I think he was pro ivermectin, but I didn't fuck with ivermectin because for the same reason I don't really fuck with the vaccine that much or promote it or you know what I mean. Because the disease is new, right? And the long-term effects, yeah, you can't really make that call, right? There's also the vaccines also we know lay dormant in your system. You guys might know about something called chickenpox, which turns into rickets later on. Or was it rickets? I don't think it's rickets. Something, no, but it comes out like along your, right? Some viruses stay actually in your system and your body's antibodies keep fighting off, but when you become older or immunologically suppressed, these things can have, and if you think about it, this thing probably will have effects. So, this thing is running rampant through the nursing homes, right? Maybe they think old people are kind of, I could get into all kinds of conspiracy theories, right? Yeah. Right? Maybe old people are just too expensive to take care of. They're just trying to who knows what the hell is going on. I just don't trust it, right? After the scientists said, how many years did I go where they said tobacco, there's no proof that it causes cancer? They'll say anything for the money, these fucks. They have, all you need to do is tell the truth. Yeah, Lefty, that's another guy. See, it's Larry and Lefty. Yeah, 2018, yeah, 2019, yeah, you left it a while, yeah. It wasn't really being updated as much. He was off on that COVID stuff. Oh, no, maybe go to the home. No, he was updating, yeah, because there was COVID stuff here. 2016, yikes. Yeah, I guess this one was kind of, he was updating as much. There was some COVID stuff somewhere. Yeah, 21, yeah, why is it down here, Larry? Oh, more news? He might be using some type of blog software or something, I don't know, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh yeah, I was supposed to design a web page for fucking United People's Assembly, yeah? And then I fucking blew up and went crazy and look. Whether y'all newbies know it or not, right? Us old people have sacrificed and lost and I'm not asking you guys to make me the leader here, yeah? Just do what's right before any more people fucking die without justice, right? Yeah? For activists' sake. Just restore the voting rights of the people who were removed from that organization with no due process. That's just fucking simple. If you can't do that, then you don't tell me you're gonna fucking fix, right, the corrupt democratic system. You are obviously playing games right now. Just restore our rights to vote, right? Ask for accountability from Brana, or if you have to. Honestly, he deserves disciplinary measures for what he's done. And the fact of the matter is that he's done a great harm to this organization, and that election was a sham. And those rules that they made up, right, as in terms of like eligibility for who's eligible to run, that was the most obvious, blatant bullshit I've ever heard in my life. And motherfuckers like went along with it. Like, yo, I'm not gonna rock with you if you're gonna permit that type of shit. I mean, I respect that y'all having votes. Y'all are actually doing that, so I'll give that to you. I want this really badly. I kept showing up at those meetings, even after y'all banned me multiple times. That's why I know about what New York People's Party is doing now. Because they kicked me out, and then I went and visited, and they kicked me out, and then I went and visited, and they kicked me out. Larry gave up to an extent. He found a wife, and he was happy, yeah. No, he was doing the COVID thing too, so. But in terms of the fighting for fighting the establishment and the system to. Because he's like, if the COVID's just going to kill us. So, what use is it fighting for quality of life if you're just not alive? I said, I respect that. I respect that, Larry. I respect that. That makes sense. Is it a life worth living? But, you could always fight still. As long as you're alive, you could fight, so. Yeah. Also, I didn't want to get my chancellor canceled. That also impacted me a little bit too, right? Yeah. I was like, if I keep talking about, because they were saying some violent stuff though. Like, look, I'll just say it now. I'll probably get my channel canceled. Fuck it, right? But I'll put it on Rumble too. Honestly, I should say fuck YouTube, right? Yeah, that's why I get canceled from everything. So they were saying like, I don't want to get Larry in trouble either, yeah. But there were some real deep theories as to the look. I'm gonna say it really looks like the government made this virus, right? Yeah. But they had like another layer to it, which was fucking crazy, right? Everybody can clearly see, right? Fauci fucking around in China, gain of function. Ooh, what function? The function of making people have like fucking coronavirus, like. That's what it fucking looks like to everybody, like, or enough people. I'm not scared to say that shit, but they had another angle on it, right? These people are diggers, right? And I never had the proof myself, but I wasn't ready to repeat that because I was like, that shit definitely, I'm done, because I already got my Twitter fucking canceled. Can't say I didn't totally deserve it, but my Twitter's fucking done. I was like, guys, I cannot fucking, guys, this COVID thing, I'm with you guys in my heart, my spirit. But I'm still trying to fix the system so you guys can actually get a voice. So that's the only reason why we were separated at the end. UPA, I don't know if there's some way that you guys could, or maybe People's Party, Washington State, yeah. It would be wonderful if Jamin, I know you guys up there, Jamin, Becca, Mark. I hope you guys know Larry. If you guys do anything for him, let me know. Larry was, like I said, the thing that I care about most in life, which is this activism shit. On my very front page of my shit, I put Larry right there. Right? Put Larry right here. On the very front page of my shit. On the thing that I care about most, yeah? I always thought he would be there, like, once I put everything together. I always thought, like, once I got this... I always thought that once I got this Unified Platform for 22, and once we were successful, I thought I would put Larry back in. Well, that's not going to happen now. I think Larry wants other people like you to step up and get involved and continue the fight. That's what I really think. That's from knowing Larry. That's what he wants. That's what I want. We're all going to die anyways. Well, that's my little tribute to Larry Alger. God bless.